guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a new way that I cut my hair using these hair clips that I got from Amazon. I saw another YouTuber use it in her video. Her channel is Hair by Pierre. I saw it and I was like, rah, I completely forgot about the crea clip. So I got my clips from Amazon for $9.99 and it came with the long clip that goes straight across and this shorter clip. I think it was intended to use for cutting bangs, but I used it throughout the whole routine to grip my hair. And it also came with these thinning scissors, but from the reviews it seems like the scissors are really bad, so I won't be using those in my hair at all. Oh, and I also bought some proper shears this time because I don't want anybody coming for me at the comments about the scissors being craft scissors when they really weren't. But anyways, yeah, so I got some proper shears this time and they're really sharp, so they're not going to do any damage to my hair. I'm not sure if you guys remember it, but it was a craze a few years ago where people just use the clip, bring it all the way up, and they will chop their hair all in one line, and then they will have like magic layers basically. So that's what the crea clip is, but in today's video I'm going to use it to actually help me to trim my hair, because recently I've been experiencing cramping in my hands when I'm trying to trim or trying to grip the hair. Because I do a lot with my hands. I draw, I bake, and I'm doing YouTube as well, so my hands are in use all the time. So this helped so much with that. I really liked it because once I put it in my hair it didn't move unless I obviously tugged it out, but it was secure enough for me to maneuver it round to the front of my body and cut it. And also because my hair's gotten really long now and it's getting quite difficult to keep hold of all my hair. So yeah, this helped so much. So if you do experience cramping in your hands, or if you have arthritis in your hands, or if you just have issues trying to grip the hair, then this clip will help you out so much. So yeah, I'm just using the clips with my normal routine that I have. I've been cutting my hair this way for at least 5 years now, and I love it because it looks flattering with my straight hair and my curly hair. So yeah, let's get straight into this video. So like my other routines, I'm going to part it off the same. I'm going to do a straight parting, go from ear to ear, and then I'm parting off the front section. So I'm parting from the top of my head down towards my ear, and I'm clipping them away. And then I go ahead and do the center parting all the way down to the back of my head and clip those middle sections away as well, because I'm going to be working on that lower back section first. And that box you see in the background, that's what I'm going to use to catch all the hair, because I didn't want to get any mess on my rug, and I literally didn't have to clean up at all afterwards, so that was good. So I'm just taking that white clip and I'm going to put it in my hair, and I'm just nudging it down towards the ends of my hair, really just to gauge where I want to be cutting. And I just cut straight across following the clip. The clip has a slight curve to it, which is actually alright, because I don't really like a straight blunt cut anyway. So I came to my senses and decided that more hair needed to come off, because that hair was just way too sparse and I could still see a lot of single strand knots. So I went ahead and used a white clip again just to cut another ½ inch off, and even then I could still feel a lot of single strand knots. So I'm never going to leave my hair for 6 months without cutting again, because that was ridiculous. And there you go, it's looking all straight at the back there. So now I'm working on the middle section. So I'm taking either side, doesn't really matter what side you start on. So I'm parting from the top of my head down to the nape of my neck. So what I've done is taken that middle section and combined it with the bottom section, because I'm going to be using the bottom section as a guide to where I'm going to cut that middle section. And I'm combing the section out and placing the clip on top and pulling my hair down into a 45-degree angle, and I'm trimming off all of that hair that you can see there to match with the guideline underneath. So when I normally trim my hair, I like to trim it when it's blow dried, just because I can see more where the damage is or where the split ends are. So when I'm cutting it when it's blow dried, I usually cut it at this 45-degree angle. So in this routine, I'm cutting it as if it was blow dried at that 45-degree angle, and I'm going ahead and cutting it at that 90-degree angle as well afterwards. So that's what I'm doing here now, just coming out the section, putting the clip in and taking it at a 90-degree angle and just trimming it to meet the guideline. As you can see, there's not as much hair this time round. And also, you don't want to be cutting off too much hair at once, because if you made a mistake cutting your hair at the 45-degree angle, you can rectify it when you're cutting it at that 90-degree angle. And cutting too much hair at once really creeps me out as well, because I've made mistakes before. I've had a few disasters when cutting my hair. So now I know to cut small bits at a time. But anyway, so what you should be looking at the back is like 3 triangular sections going from the top of your head down to the nape of your head. So when I'm parting off the sections, I'm parting right at the middle of my head. I'm parting it from the middle, not from like the side of that middle section, right in the middle of my head, because I want them to be triangular pieces, not rectangular. So make sure you're starting the partings right in the middle of your head. So I just comb out the hair, and then I place the clip on top, secure it, and then I pull my hair to a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to cut all of that off. Now just imagine if I pulled my hair straight out, how much hair I would have had to cut off at once. No, creeps me out. I'm not going to do it. So yeah, as you can see, it's about 1.5 inches that I'm cutting off. So then I just go ahead and do that process again, comb it out, and then I take the clip and pull it out 90 degrees and then trim the rest of the hair off. So yeah, just do it gradually. Don't just go in for the kill and just cut off 3 inches all at one go. Just do it in small sections, and if you feel more needs to go, cut more. And then I just repeat that for all of the sections in that middle part. So once all the sections are done, I take all the sections together, comb it through, and I'm going to use the clip and bring that section all the way out to 90 degrees just to see if there's any hairs that's out of place. And here I could see some roundness in the section. Instead of just cutting it straight, I go ahead and repeat the steps that I did and just trim off whatever needs to be trimmed off. So I just go over the 3 sections again. And also I did comb out the hair every time I put the clip in, because I wanted the hairs to stand up straight to ensure that I'm cutting it evenly. So yeah, make sure to comb the hair once you put the clip in. Not too rough to move any hair about, but yeah, you want to make sure those hairs are standing up straight. So once I've done all 3 sections again, I take all the sections together, comb them out, and then put the clip in again just to see if there's any hairs that shouldn't be there. So as you can see here, there's a little bit of a roundness that's happening in that section. So I'm just evening it out and trimming directly in that middle part to make it more of a straight line. And that's that middle section done. So now I'm moving on to the front section on that side of the head. So firstly, what I'm doing is brushing that front section in with the other sections on that side. And what I'm going to do firstly is just make a straight cut at the bottom of the hair. So I'm just taking a clip and clipping it in that whole section on that side. And here you can see the section at the back where it's been cut. So I've just cut that front section to match with the back. And once I've done that, I go ahead and part the section off again and then part that section into 2. And I'm parting the hair directly down, so I'm making a rectangular shape this time in the front. With my section in, the section at the front is a lot bigger because there's less hair there. But if your section isn't as sparse as mine at the front, just split it into 3 sections maybe, but 2 was fine for me. So I'm combing that section out, putting the clip in, and then sliding the clip down at a 90-degree angle and just trimming it to meet that guideline at the bottom. So with the other section right at the very front, my hair is quite sparse, so there's not really that much hair to cut off. So I just take the clip and pull it down at a 90-degree angle and just trim off to match the guideline. And then I take that whole section after I've done both sections and pull it out at a 90-degree angle and trim that roundness in the middle. So with the front section, you don't want to cut into that guideline at all. You shouldn't be cutting into the guideline anyway, but at the front you definitely don't want to be cutting into the guideline, because this is where you would see where you've messed up, because there's not that much hair at the front, whereas in the back it can kind of be disguised, but at the front not so much. So that's one side done, and I'm just going to repeat the steps for the other side. So I'm going to speed this side up because I don't want this video to be super long, and you don't need me to repeat the same steps. It's literally the same exact steps. As long as you follow that guideline in the back, you won't go wrong. Just don't cut into the guideline at all. And this is why it's important that the back section is cut evenly and with some density, because you don't want it to be too thin to not be able to notice where the guideline is. And I'll also put a link for the clips in the description box below. Even though I'm not qualified for the Amazon affiliation program because my channel's so small apparently, they said to come back when I have a lot more subscribers. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I just put the link anyway. And if you want to help my channel grow, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. If this routine has helped you, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your sister, share it with your uncle. Yeah, just share it to anybody that you feel will benefit from this video. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to see my updated curly to straight routine, which I did just before this haircut, I'll put the link for that video in the description box below as well. Also, if you want to see the trimming videos without the clip, I have 2 on my channel. I'll put a link for those videos as well. So yeah, I'll be back in voiceover when I'm doing the front layers of my hair. So that's all the layers done in the back, and now I'm going to be working on the front, but first I'm going to just make sure everything's the right length. So with the front layers, I'm just parting off from the top of my head down to the very front of my ear. So it's a very thin layer at the front because firstly I've got the widow's peak that makes it look thicker, but it's not, and I've got a very square hairline as well, so there's not much hair to be cutting at the front anyway. And I don't want to have a lot of hair in my face frame layers anyway. So I'm just parting that off, and then I am just taking my clip and just trimming my hair to where I want my face framing layers to start. You can make these really short, you can make these really long. I like them to be midway because I don't really like the front of my hair to be really long. I like to have some sort of face framing layers, and it looks really good when my hair is curly as well, to have like, you know, a tapered look. So yeah, I'm just combing it out and then putting the clip in and pulling the hair down to where I want to cut it. And I'm also using the other side to cut this side at the same length. And then after I do that, I go ahead and do another horizontal cut on the whole section, just to make sure everything's even. And now I'm going to be blending that front section in with the rest of the section. So as you can see here, the hair is short at the front and long at the back. And basically what I want to do is cut that middle section diagonally to match up the 2 lengths. That's what I'm doing here, just making sure everything blends well. I don't want any choppy layers. And then I do the same thing on the other side as well. And usually I'll have a lot of problems trying to do like a tapered cut on the other side. So usually when I'm cutting the other side, I twist the hair around to still try and cut the hair with my right hand instead of, you know, cut with my left hand, because that's never a good idea. But with the clip, you literally can just switch hands and then do the taper cut on the other side easily. So I was really impressed with that as well. And this is what the hair is looking like. This was before I did spray my hair, so it was looking a little bit poofy. But once I sprayed the spray, my hair went straight back to silky. And I did go ahead and do the Saran silk wrap as well. And that literally made my hair so much more silkier. I wasn't convinced at first, but when I'm looking back at the footage, my hair did look a lot more silkier after I did the silk wrap. So I definitely do recommend doing the silk wrap method when you're straightening your hair. So I'm taking that white clip one more time and taking the whole of my hair just to make sure everything's even at the back, cutting the thinnest hairs that's at the bottom just to make the ends look a bit more thick. But as I said, I did cut off another 1.5 inches, so my hair is looking very dense at the moment, even more dense than you can see in the video, because I really just wanted to give my hair like a good chop to prepare myself for spring, because I'm not going to be straightening my hair at all over this period, and the next time I'm going to be trimming my hair is on my birthday in September. So I wanted to get rid of all the split ends, and I just trimmed until I didn't feel any single strand knots basically. So all in all, I cut off 3 inches of my hair. But it needed to go, I just wanted that fresh start. So I definitely do recommend you cut your hair every 3 months, or you're just going to be riddled with single strand knots and split ends and having to cut 3 inches off your waist length hair. So yeah, that's all the hair done, guys. Like, it's so easy, and I was very happy with my cut. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and give it a thumbs up. And actually, let me know in the comments below if you try this technique out. But yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!